I'm Anil Kumar. Here is a test question for you on dot products. We have two parts. The first one is write vectors whose dot product is A. And the second one is write vectors whose dot product is minus 10. Right? So you need to answer these questions. You can always pause the video, answer the question, and then look into my suggestions. Now what we're trying to say here is that if we have two vectors, let's say A and B, their product should be equal to 6. This is what we want. As you know, A dot B is what? A dot B is magnitude of A times magnitude of B times angle between them, cosine of that. This is what we want to be 6. Now you can have different values of A and B and actually do this question, correct? So what vectors you could have is that if we consider theta to be 0, so let's say if theta equals to 0, then cos theta will be 1, right? So that will make things very simple, right? So if you take both the vectors in the same direction, it's very easy to get a couple of answers, right? So let me show you this with the help of a diagram also. Okay, if we consider the two vectors to be, let us say, in the same direction, so for easy calculations, I'm taking them along x-axis. So I just need product of two numbers to be 6, right? So I could take one vector in this direction, whose magnitude is 2, the other one again in the same direction, whose magnitude is 3, let's say, for example. Let's say these are my vectors A and B, right? Now, I'm taking them in the same direction so that their magnitudes should be what? Let's say 2 and 3, right? So I could have vector A as equal to, so along the x-axis, I want it to be 2, along the y, 0. And I could have B as a vector in the same direction, right? So 3 and 0. Do you see that? Now if I do product of these two, I will get 6. So that could be one of my answers, correct? So that could be one of my answers. Is that okay? You could also have different numbers. For example, you could say U and V, right? You could be 6 and V could be 1, right? So if I have dot product of these, I'll get 6 as my result. You get an idea, right? That is how, I mean, these are simple examples, simple values to take. And simple is beautiful, right? Now, based on this, I'd like you to do the second one on your own. You can pause the video and answer the second one. Let's try to do this. Let's say the two vectors are P and Q, and we want their dot product to be equal to minus 10. Negative means the angle between them, that is theta, should be greater than 90 degrees, right? Only then cos theta will be negative. Is that okay? This is important since dot product is product of magnitudes, which are positive values, right? Times cos of theta. This is what we want to be negative. Now these two values are positive, and therefore we have to ensure that the angle between them is greater than 90. So the best example would be to take them 180 degrees apart, right? For example, one could be kind of like this, right? And the other one could be like this. Do you see that? In that case, the angle between them is 180 degrees. And as you know, cos of 180 degrees is minus 1. So that helps if the angle is 180 degrees. So theta equals to 180 degrees help. That is to say, we'll take 2 points, one towards the positive x-axis, the other one towards the negative. Is it okay? y value taken as 0. Is that okay? So one of the vectors could be, for example, we need minus 10, 5 times 2, right? So I could have p as 5, 0 and q as, we want it on the left side, right? So we take this as minus 2, 0. Is that okay? So that could be q, say minus 2, and this is, let's say, 5. Okay. So these two vectors, when you have the dot product, you'll get minus 10 as your result. Well, as you can see, there could be many combinations, correct? You could use vector u as, let's say, 1, 0 and q as minus 10, 0. Is it okay? So likewise, you can have many examples to satisfy the given condition. I'm Anil Kumar, and I hope that helps. Feel free to share my videos, like them, and put some comments. That helps. Thank you, and all the best.